Hi friends and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the last TBR of the year. Yes, today I'm going to be picking my December TBR and I thought, why the heck not? Let's randomize it one final time this year. I know I've been crap at playing my randomization game for my TBRs, and I know I've been crap with TBRs in general and keeping up with them, but it's the last one of the year. Let's have fun, let's randomize my TBR based on a bunch of random categories, and let's have fun with it, okay? Solid. I also just wanted to say that this is the first video I believe that you're seeing and that I'm filming with my new microphone. So I actually have an external microphone attached to my camera now. So you don't see me sitting with my phone like this now because I'm actually not recording audio on my phone. I have audio straight in the camera. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Please confirm, editing Charlotte, if it worked.
You're good, fam.
I've actually reached my Goodreads goal this year. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy that I don't need to stress with my reading in December. My November reading was quite bad, I would say. I read a couple of books, I listened to a couple of audiobooks, so I've been reading. I didn't really make it with my Wheel of Challenges or Wheel of Themes. I don't think I read most of the things that I had hoped I would read. My reading has been all over the place. My booktube engagement has been all over the place. My general routines in life have been all over the place. I've been all over the place. I've traveled for conferences and for family and for work fairs. So, I haven't had a proper routine for the last 3 weeks, and I've really felt that getting to me these last couple of days. But I'm so excited that for the foreseeable future, I will be here at home, not running all over the place and across countries and stuff. I am anticipating a bit more of reading time. I am anticipating slower times so that I can sit down, read, enjoy, hopefully. We're not here for blabbering and chatting. We're here to randomize my December TBR, and I thought that I would do it a bit old school and base it on 4 categories, 4 old school type of categories. So what we're gonna do is my entire physical TBR, so all of the books I have unread on my shelves. We're gonna do my entire Goodreads want to read list. We're gonna do all of the books I am currently reading, based on, once again, my Goodreads. And finally, we're gonna do all of the saved audiobooks I have on Everand, previously known as Scribd. We're gonna make some choices based on those 4 categories, and once we've chosen the TBR, I might just talk about some audiobooks that I'm hoping to get to, possibly, potentially, in December. Without any further ado, let's just get to the randomization, shall we? The first category, the most fun category, we all know this, is my entire physical TBR. According to my count, I have 122 books on my physical TBR. I'm excluding my absolutely current read, like the one I'm reading right now, because there's still 4 days left of November and I'm really hoping to finish it. That one is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, by the way. Here we have it. Are we ready? There's always nerves when I do this the first time in a while. I always get a bit nervous. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 121. That's not exciting. Hang on, I guess. I swear that this isn't even that exciting because these are the last books on my TBR. So if this is 122, this is 121. Why did I count this though? I'm unhauling it, so it shouldn't be this one. So I should have 121 books. This one is being unhauled. I forgot about that. Either this is the actual last one, or this is if we do second to last one. I'll grab them and we'll see. I'm realizing now that I messed up, because book 121 on my shelves is Lies We Sing to the Sea. This one is technically being unhauled by me, so I think I've removed it from my Goodreads own TBR, and I currently have it for sale. I was 180 pages into it, but I just never continued and thought that, hey, if I haven't really had the urge to continue with it, I might as well attempt to sell it. So it's not gonna be this one. Now we have a dilemma, because if we remove that book, then book 121 is technically the last book on my shelf, which is The Witch King by Martha Wells, or just Witch King. But if we otherwise consider it to be the second to last book, that would be Lost to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starling, which is actually a new book I'm quite excited about. It's from the Evernight subscription from Illumicrate, which I haven't gotten to yet. But then the third option is I used to redo this. So I'm gonna... I'm making this so much more complicated than it should be. But I'm gonna randomize out of my 3 options. Option 1, the last book. Option 2, the second to last book. And option 3, redo the randomization based on 121 books. Okay, let's do that. So much more complicated than it should be. 3, 2, 1. Okay, option 2, second to last book. I'll be reading this one. I'm actually quite excited about it. The book that was finally chosen is Last to Leave the Room by Caitlin Starling. This is, as I mentioned, from the Illumicrate Evernight subscription. I have not yet read any books from that one, so that is gonna be exciting. So that subscription is like a mystery horror thriller type of subscription. This one looks amazing. I just need to say, like, look at it. It looks so cool. The city of San Sirocco is sinking. The basement belonging to Dr. Tamsin Rivers, the arrogant, selfish head of the research team assigned to find the source of the subsidence, is sinking faster. As Tamsin grows obsessed with the distorting dimensions of the room, at the bottom of the stairs, she finds the door that didn't exist before. And one night it opens to reveal an exact physical copy of her. This doppelganger is sweet and biddable, where Tamsin is calculating and cruel. It appears fully, terribly human, passing every test Tamsin can devise. But the longer the double exists, the more Tamsin begins to forget pieces of her life, to lose track of time, to grow terrified of the outside world. With her employer growing increasingly suspicious, Tamsin must try to hold herself together long enough to figure out what her double wants from her and just where the mysterious door leads to. And there we have the door. I love this book. It's stunning. It's so beautiful. Like the cat, the demonized cat, and then the edges. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm excited about this one. It's not too long as well. Just about 300 pages. Stunning. Wonderful. I love it. Now I need to pick a book from my Goodreads want to read list. And I have, from what I can see, 864 books on my Goodreads want to read list. So we're gonna be randomizing from 864. I'm gonna go to my computer and have a look at what number that will represent, basically. Are we ready? Can you see something? I don't know. 3, 2, 1. 361. I ain't gonna count that far. I'm gonna head to my computer and have a look, and I will come back and let you know what book it is. Interesting. I'm getting like a horror vibe for this last TBR of the year. The book that was chosen was Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke, which I believe is like a short story collection-ish, or a novella of horror-esque, thriller-esque stories, I guess. I don't own it physically. It's not available on Everand/Scribd, so I'm gonna look if it's available on my Kobo and how much it costs. I don't think it would be available at my library. I will have a look for that as well. It might be available at my library. That is interesting. Now that I actually know that I will be reading the book, what is it? The first word I see on Goodreads is sadomasochism. I butchered that. Obsession death. A whirlpool of darkness churns at the heart of a macabre ballet between 2 lonely young women in an internet chat room in the early 2000s. A darkness that threatens to forever transform them once they finally succumb to their most horrific desires. What have you done today to deserve your eyes? I do enjoy that I'm kind of entering my short story era. I did read Things We Do in the Dark, or Things We Say in the Dark, this one, earlier this year, and did enjoy it. So perhaps that's something for me to explore more in 2024, I would say. Now I'm gonna do my currently reading. A bit of a disclaimer here. As I mentioned, my current read is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I am hoping to finish it before the end of November because I want to go and see the movie. So if it ends up on that one, I'm gonna just draw another one because it is included in my currently reading, but it's like my actual current read, I guess. I have a total of 19 books on my currently reading on Goodreads at the moment, which is awful and I hate it here, but that's just life and what we're dealing with currently. I know my goal for the year was to get this number to a single digit, to less than 10 books. Obviously I haven't managed to do that, but I can always keep it as a goal for the next year. So from 1 to 19, randomize at 3, 2, 1. Number 16. My latest addition to the list is highest up. So number 19 is at the bottom. And then we have 19, 18, Oh no. I forgot what's on this list. This video started out poorly and it's gotten worse. I don't have words for what I'm experiencing right now. I don't know if you caught it or not, or if my reaction distracted from the fact, but the 16th book on my currently reading list it's a joke. Why do I own this? The 16th book on my currently reading is fucking War and Peace. I'm sorry that I'm swearing, but like it's fucking War and Peace. I'm on page 78. Not that bad, in my opinion. I had this idea, which I think I shouldn't have now. I had this idea that I was gonna annotate the shit out of this book, okay? Like I have this annotation system here with a bunch of things, and I have sectioned it in parts, which is actually quite good, I think. Overlined and underlined things and parts, I guess. So I had this idea that I was gonna do the shit out of this one. And I don't think that is gonna work for me. I really don't think it's gonna work for me. Obviously, I'm not gonna read this entire beast in December, but I will continue with it, okay? I think I might remove some of the tabs, because I think it will just be a hindrance for me in reading this. The yellow tabs are for when new characters are introduced and are described. I might keep those, because I also have this thing back here where they have all of the characters in the book, and I actually highlight them once I've met them, I guess, so I can just keep track of who I met and haven't met yet so far in the story. So I might keep the yellow tabs. What else is there? Quotes I can keep. Like, I can keep quotes. Some of these I have made good comments on, actually, to explain what the heck is going on, because I won't reread those first 70 pages. I'm gonna go through my tabs, I'm gonna remove some, I'm not gonna be that hardcore with the system, and if I were to put an aim on this, I'm gonna say that I want to double the page count I read in December. So if I'm currently on page 78, that means I want to reach page 156, and that would actually get me through the first part of the book, which would have been pretty cool. Let's move on. Last one is I'm gonna randomize amongst all of the books I've saved on Everand, aka Scribd. So basically I've just saved all of the audiobooks I might be interested in listening to one day, and apparently that's 226. 3, 2, 1. 11. That's a nice number to count to. Thank you. I've already filtered on audiobooks, so we're just gonna count to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm telling you, it's some sort of theme. All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. Never read anything by S.A. Cosby. Don't know what this book is about. A black sheriff, a serial killer, a small town ready to combust. Titus Crown is the first black sheriff in the history of Sharon County. A year to the day of the Titus election, a school teacher is killed by a former student, and the student is fatally shot by Titus deputies. As Titus investigates the shootings, he unearths terrible crimes and a serial killer who has been hiding in plain sight. Small town, mystery. This is not the mood I'm in. This is not the mood I'm in at all. So, we got our 4 books based on the 4 categories, but I realized now as I was playing that there are other challenges I typically pick books for in my TBRs, which I completely forgot about, but obviously I should do that. The first one we have is Buzzword-a-thon, which I've done alright with. I haven't done amazing with it these last couple of months as well. I've been a bit behind, but I might aim to actually finish Buzzword-a-thon in December. The challenge for Buzzword-a-thon in December is sound words. I'm pulling out 3 options that I could potentially read for this. We have This Savage Song by W.E. Schwab. We have A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, which has been on my TBR for ages. And we also have Song of Silver Flame Like Night. So these 3 books our potentials if I aim to do this challenge now in December. What I might do otherwise is count the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes for December, cheat my way a bit through this because I will be reading it either way. And then I might aim to actually finish, okay, let's do that instead. Let's aim to actually finish Buzzwordathon in December. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in December for song, even though I will be reading this in November. And then for November, the prompt is to read something with the word good in it. And I recently got Dolly Alderton's latest book, Good Material. I'm so excited about this. It's a very recent release as well. I just picked it up. I will read this one in December instead, and I guess interchange November and December. Every relationship has one beginning. This one has two endings. Andy loves Jen. Jen loved Andy, and he can't work out why she stopped. Now he is 1, without a home, 2, waiting for his stand-up career to take off, and 3, wondering why everyone else around him seems to have grown up while he wasn't looking. Andy still has a lot to learn, not least his ex-girlfriend's side of the story. I'm excited. I liked Dolly Alderton. I adored her memoir, and I'm excited to read more from her. I guess the one challenge I then have left to finish in Buzzwordathon is for October, and in October the word is magic, so I need to read something with magic. I might listen to an audiobook for this. I think I talked about it in my October TBR actually. The Magic Lies and Deadly Pies. Yeah, it's available as an audiobook. If I read those 3, I guess, then I will be done with Buzzwordathon, which would be so cool if I could actually finish it. Other year-long challenges, which I am hardcore failing. But we have Globetrotterathon. Can we just have a look what the prompt for Globetrotterathon is? So December is Western Europe, Britain. I believe that Dolly Alderton is British. Either way, I don't think it will be that difficult to hit the Globetrotterathon prompt this time, so that is good at least. Then we have 12 books recommended by 12 friends. This is another challenge I've fallen behind on badly, unfortunately, and I'm sorry about that. There's nothing for me to read here, really. I'm gonna focus on Buzzwordathon because I'm actually close to finishing that one, and then I'm gonna focus on my actual TBR, and those other 2 challenges will just have to be the way they are, and I will make a new attempt next year, I think. I guess that this is sort of the stack we've got going on. So what we have here is, oh my god, a heavy stack. This is the stack we've got going on. We have Last to Leave the Room, which was randomized for my physical TBR. We have Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I'm gonna read to complete Buzzwordathon. Same thing with Good Material, also gonna read that to complete Buzzwordathon in December. We have War and Peace, which was chosen for my currently reading. Aim is to double my page count, which is currently at 78, so get to, I guess, 156 pages. Then on top of this we also have Things Have Changed Since We Last Spoken and Other Stories or something like that. It's a short story collection. And we also have All Sinners Bleed, which is another thriller that I'm gonna listen to as an audiobook. And also to finish the Buzzwordathon challenge, I will be listening to Magic, Lies and Deadly Pies. I think that's all. Honestly, I think this one I will finish already now, so it technically shouldn't be in here, I guess. I think this is what the physical stack looks like for December, which is quite fine. And then hopefully I will have some time to mood read. I would love to make another attempt with the Wheel of TBR thing as well, or Wheel of Challenges, or whatever it is I'm calling it, because I only filmed one of those videos in November, and I do truly love the idea of doing a weekly challenge or weekly theme of my reading, but it didn't work out in November, very much due to all the traveling I did. So I might attempt it for another week in December when I feel like I have time, maybe, we're gonna see. I'm drained and exhausted, mainly from just looking at and holding War and Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes